For each of these, you could draw the parent function. You don't have to, but if it helps you visualize it, do that. The graphs are weird, so you do have to know where your center is. That's right here. So your original would look something like this. That was not perfect. Okay. So from there, I can see that this moved down 2. And it got narrow, so that was your stretch. To find that scale factor, look at your slope. So if you find 2 points on that line and count, this would be 1, 2, 3 over 1. So you have a scale factor of 3. So then your function, I think some of the questions said y equals, some of them said f of x equals. That part doesn't matter as long as you have one of them. So y equals, these would both be outside things. So this would be 3 times the absolute value of x minus 2. Other questions we want to check, go over had questions. 6 and 7 on which page? On this page. For 6, let's see, where's our middle? Right here. So this would be our original. So comparing our original to the one that's graphed, this was flipped upside down. It was moved up 2 and right 2. And it looks like it got narrow. So if I count that scale, this is going down 2 to the right one or up 2 to the right one. So our scale for that would be 2. So we have outside, outside, inside, outside. So that would be our negative first, and then our 2. This is absolute value. Right 2 would be minus 2, and then up 2 would be plus 2. I got up 1. Unless I looked at the graph on it. They just must have. Oh yeah, this is the big one. This should be, it is the one. The other things I think are still up 1, right 2, flip, so 2 and 7. Yep, that's right. And then for 7, this would be your parent function, and this was moved left 2, up 1, and it looks like this also stretched. We look at 2 points, your slope would be up 2 over 1. So we have 1 inside thing and 2 outside things. So this would be 2 times your absolute value of x plus 2, because that would be opposite, and then plus 1. Any others that we want to see or go over? Take out those same notes we were working on, but flip it to the back. So it should say objective 4 at the top. Anyone needs another one, let me know. Anyone else need another? I think that's the one I just used.
They did? One page?
Flip it on the side that says objective 4. Hopefully, as we do this, this will seem easy because really we're just looking for the transformations, which we've been talking about them for a while now. So hopefully when you look at them, you'll be able to see what they are and be able to describe them. For these, we do have to be specific, using the words, the math lingo, translate, reflect, stretch, compress, and all of those things. Okay. For number 1, we see 2 things happening, one on the inside, one on the outside. On the inside, what would that be doing? Moving left 2, but we're going to be very specific. It's translating left 2 units. I'm sorry, not left, right.
Oh, right.
Because it's opposite. And then the minus 3 on the outside is doing what? Going down 3, but very specific. Translate down 3 units. Mom, do you have a question, or are you going to answer? Do you have any questions on that one before we continue? Number 2, what do we see happening? And we don't have to go in order. Whatever you see first, we can write.
Compress on 1/4.
Yeah, so we're going to say it vertically compressed by a scale of 1/4. So this is basically like translating these equations into words. What else did it do? It did translate left 2 units. And there's one other thing. Reflected over the x-axis. Questions on any of those? Number 3. What happened there?
Up 8.
Okay, so translated up 8 units. And what would the negative do? Not the x. It would reflect, but it would reflect over inside the y-axis. So if it's inside, this is horizontal, so it has to, your x values would have to change. We've done right down, x-axis, y-axis, up. We'll do 4, and then I'll let you practice. What is happening in number 4? Come on. Vertically stretched by 2. By a scale of 2.
Right by 7.
I think Brayden was next. And then yes, it went right by 7. Oh, was that you that asked me? Okay. Translate right side. Did you have a question for me? You're going to meet after me. So if you can recognize the transformations for this, then you're good. Okay. Try these remaining 4 problems. Before the end of class, we'll go over those 4. If you finish those relatively quickly, I want to say after we did the second lesson, you all got practice that looked like this. And I said, don't really worry about these. Some of you did them anyway, and that's okay. If you didn't do them, you can work through 14 through 20. If you did already do them, then you don't have any classes. Number 5 was translated left 5 units and translated up 12 units. 6 was translated right 5 units and translated up 25 units. 7 was vertically stretched by a scale of 2 and translated down 1 unit. And 8 was vertically stretched by a scale of 4 and translated down 3 units. Do we have questions on any of those 4? I do want to remind you that you do have a delta math on this due, I don't really remember which. I think it won't be due until we come back from spring break, but that's on it. And then you have 3 Khan Academies due on Friday. Let me know if you need my help. You could probably get one done before you leave, or come see me after school today if you need help with any of those 3. Tomorrow we'll just be practicing this some more, as well as going back and practicing other things.